everybody, it's Paul from Fat Guy Productions coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, I'm going to solve all of your problems with home automation. I've found the answers, the holy grail of fixing home automation issues. So let's get right to it. Home automation can be really finicky. You have to understand something like this camera. This is one of the best cameras you can buy. But look at it, it's a little tiny device. Not only does it have to have lenses and all the other kind of things that it needs to do the job that it's here for, but it also has to be able to send and receive Wi-Fi signals. There's not a lot of room for a lot of high-powered stuff in there. So these devices need a really good Wi-Fi signal or it's not going to work. So let's talk about your internet service as a whole. Make sure that we're all on the same page. So what do you need to make your home automation work really well? First, you need the best internet signal you can get from your ISP. What's an ISP? An ISP is your internet service provider. Now it's important to remember, your internet is not just one thing like a lot of people think it is. You have your internet service provider, and they usually send a signal to your home. In my case, it's through the local cable company. And the signal comes through my cable into my house into traditionally what is called a cable modem. Okay? That cable modem takes the signal out of the wire and converts it into something that my computer can use. All right? Normally what we would do is we would take and we would connect to the cable modem using a cord, and we would connect from the cable modem to my laptop, and that would give me my signal and I'd have internet access. So we have the ISP or the internet service provider, we have the cable modem, and then one day somebody said, well, it'd be nice to have it be wireless so I can move around the world with my setup and still have internet access. So now we have something called Wi-Fi. It's important to understand that Wi-Fi and cable access are not the same thing. They're just not, okay? You got your internet service over here and you got your Wi-Fi over here. Now, like I said, it's important that you have really good internet service, okay? In my case, Cox Communications provides the fastest and most reliable service in Las Vegas. I have something called Gigablast. Now, you probably don't need something that fast, but get the fastest thing that you can afford comfortably through the best, most reliable service you can get in your area. You won't regret it, but it's not going to solve your issues because your issues aren't with the cable signal. The issues are with your Wi-Fi signal. As I mentioned, all of your devices are very tiny and have to do an awful lot. I have a Circle 2 out in front of my house, and I thought it was getting a fine signal. On my phone, it's showing a couple bars, but it would never connect. It was always dropping off. It was non-stop a problem until I fixed my Wi-Fi issues. Now, the camera is seamless and it never fails me. So how can you fix your Wi-Fi signal? In a traditional home internet situation, you usually have your cable modem and your wireless router in the same location. Often, this location isn't the best place for Wi-Fi. Walls, different floors, doors, furniture can all affect the range of your wireless router. This can leave spots in your home uncovered or sparsely covered with Wi-Fi signal. In my case, I had a Circle 2 security camera attached to the front of my house. And while I certainly was getting an internet signal on my phone, I was getting at least 2 bars, it wasn't enough for the camera to grab a hold of the internet signal and maintain a good, strong connection. These low signal zones and dead spots in your home can wreak havoc with your home automation system. You might think you have plenty of signal in the area that you're discussing, but 2 bars may be nowhere near enough for the tiny devices we're using in home automation. One way you can fix the problem is through the use of range extenders. A range extender is placed in an area where the signal is starting to drop off. It picks up that signal, amplifies it, and puts it out as a secondary source. One problem with extenders is that they need to be in some kind of range of the originating Wi-Fi signal. Too far away, and they won't pick up the signal to amplify it and send it out. Another problem, and for me this was a big deal, was every signal is separate. Your home Wi-Fi system is putting out one signal as, let's call it, signal A. The extender will be signal B, not A. So if you have your Wi-Fi and 2 extenders, you'll have signal A, signal B, and signal C. And short of manually switching between the different signals, there's no real smart and intelligent way for your devices to go to the best source. Ultimately, an extender is seen as an entirely separate signal from an entirely separate source, not one overall system covering your home. And while it certainly can extend the signal and give you a better connection for devices in outlying areas, it is far from a seamless solution. The answer to all of my internet issues came when I found the Google Wi-Fi, which is a mesh system. It can be very easy to confuse a range extender and a mesh system, as it seems like it's doing the same thing, but nothing could be further from the truth. A mesh system is one system being supported by multiple devices. In my home, I have 3 access points. All of them are just one system. They broadcast as one, and they work as one. In fact, all of the access points talk to each other to ensure that any spot in my house is being given the best possible signal at any given time. When any device in my home wants to connect to the internet, it connects to the mesh system. The mesh system will look at the demand by the device, talk to the entire mesh system, and come up with a plan to give it the best and fastest signal at any given spot in the house. While not cheap, a 3 access point Google Wi-Fi system has fixed every problem in my home. My sons who are gamers now get great signals. All of my HomeKit appliances are working perfectly. No longer are some of the notorious culprits that were always dropping off. They're constantly working, and life is perfect. The mesh system provided by Google Wi-Fi is so good, in fact, that despite having Cox Communications GigaBlast, which is their best possible system, I don't think I really needed it. I probably could have done with a lesser service. But since it's in my house already, I might as well enjoy it. There are other mesh systems by other providers, but I like the Google Wi-Fi system as it is very easy to set up and the app is just perfect. So at the end of the day, yes, it's very important to have a good, solid ISP. They're going to be reliable, they're going to give you a good signal more often than not, and that's something you really want. You're going to want the fastest signal you can afford from that ISP as far as your internet service goes. You don't necessarily need Gigablast. If you can afford it, great, but if you can't, just get the best thing that you can get, and you should be happy with that. Because really it comes down to your Wi-Fi signal. Yes, in my case, my cable company provides an all-in-one unit. It is the cable modem and the Wi-Fi all built in. I can turn the Wi-Fi off so it doesn't interfere with the rest of my system, and then I can put in my own mesh system to fix my problems. Can extenders make you happy? Well, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. For me, the answer was a resounding no. I tried them, I didn't like them. Now I'm stuck with 2 extenders that I have no use for. The bottom line is cut straight to a mesh system, okay? I have the Google Wi-Fi, which is a mesh system. It was super easy to set up, and I have had no problems whatsoever since I installed it. All right, so that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, ask any questions, make any comments you have down below. As always, I try to answer everybody's comments, even if it's just to give you a friendly hello. This is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. I'm going to get out of here, and until next time, be good.